Hi everyone, it's Esther. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to discuss the new transit of Mars. He's right now preparing himself to completely exit from Gemini, sign of Gemini, and he's going to sign of Cancer. This is a very important period of time for our nervous system, for our emotions, and as well for our physical well, because when Mars, so to say, become a tenant at the sign of Cancer, he starts to behave a little bit differently because what is the Cancer? Cancer is the only sign represented by moon, right? Cancer in Hebrew Sartan, and we're talking about a very important planet Mars, in Hebrew Ma'adim, and it's a planet of judgment, planet of war, but at the same time, it's a very important planet. It's planet of our activity, of our drive, of our energy. And when Mars, and by the way, today I can show you, it's on May 11. Most of the channels, for some reason, I can see some articles, people saying then Mars entering May 10th, but really he's still today, May 11, he's still in 30 degree in Gemini, and only tomorrow, I'm going to show you right now. Tomorrow he's actually moving finally to Cancer. Now, just for us to really understand, the nature and energy of Cancer. Cancer, it's all about nourishment. It's about intuition. It's about really care. I do consider Cancerians, especially Cancer Moon, it's people who deeply care. They really deeply care, and when they make any comments or they want to help, they really are coming from the place of total nourishment. Now, when Mars come into such an environment, it's actually a very foreign environment for him. Yes, it's Mars debilitation position, but it's not completely debilitation position for spiritual being, and I can explain to you why. First of all, we need to understand nature of Mars as well, because Mars in opposition with Cancer, his best position in Capricorn, and we need to ask ourselves why he feels so good in Capricorn, because Capricorn, it's all about achievement. Capricorn, it's about commitment and about there's no emotions, this everything straightforward. This is why Saturn really give Capricorn the strict energy and consistency energy of responsibility and commitment. And now we're talking about Cancer, where Cancer really operate from place of intuition, place of feelings. And my advice to everyone, you need to understand how to deal with this energy, because we're talking about from May 11 to June 2nd. So we have really 6 weeks, actually less than 6 weeks, because he's gonna he will continue his transition. But really, until at least middle of June, we're gonna feel a little bit lack of energy, lack of motivation, I would say. It's almost like we feel we don't have the same energy, same drive. This is what's happened with Mars in Cancer. I can give you my personal example. When Mars in Cancer, now my moon in Cancer, so I'm gonna definitely feel his transition. And when you have rising moon in Cancer, and if you have sun in Cancer, you're really going to feel this transition, because it's going to be almost like a four, and you want to do things. You really have a desire to do things, but you don't have energy for it. And it's connected to all 12 signs. We're going to go all 12 signs. I'm going to give you today extra things. I'm going to tell you how to prepare, how to deal with this energy for each of your rising and moon. I recommend to go through the moon first and then rising, because the moon, we're talking about Cancer represent moon, and this type of Mars definitely going to trigger the moon energy in our natal chart. So let me come back to my initial thought about how to prepare in my own personal example. This morning, usually in the morning, I run or I have a quick walk. I really wake up this morning and I felt like I have no energy. I have desire because of my, my constructive discipline I do have within me. but I have really, really no energy. So what I did, I said to myself, okay, the best things happen in life. It's actually when you restrict, you overcome, you're going against your nature. And what I did, I went for a walk and I end up walking even longer than usually. And I felt come back and I have more energy. I could work, and I could give energy to people, to my students, to my clients who I work with. And what really lesson for all of us again, if you're in a spiritual path, you already know your ups and downs. You know how you behave when you really a little bit you don't really have sources. You almost feel you don't have the source inside with extra pump. So this is the really perfect time for us to use our tools, to use our spiritual tools. And I strongly recommend for all 12 signs to exercise, for all 12 signs to really, really pay attention what you're going to eat, because Cancer represents stomach, our gut, and as well it represents the inside of the heart. And what is the inside of the heart is the pump, right? It's the really the energy force for the whole body, which is will give us, our blood circulation, everything. Because Leo is represent the shape of the heart, but Cancer, according to ancient, it's actually represent the inside, the smashy part of the heart, the active system inside of the heart. Okay, so it's really, really important for us to remember. Don't forget, we have Mercury retrograde right now, right? We have Pluto in Capricorn, which is it's in opposition of Mars. We need to look at that, right? So he's gonna create extra inflammation, because Pluto, it's all about activating this mat sitting under, and he's showing us in front of our face, and we know we can remove anything. It's not about removing or cancel or to throw it away. It's all about transformation. It's all about to take this energy and to transform the energy. So this is something really important for us to keep in mind, because without apply our spiritual tools, without really big to use our big souls, to the power, the creator we have inside of us, we are walking gods. This period can really, really show us things. Then we can make some mistakes. It's going to be hard for us to pick up, for the next few months. So I do recommend for you guys to make sure you study in the morning, you do your meditation, you do your prayers. When you feel then you don't have enough energy to give, it's okay too. It's okay to say no. It actually can be spiritual, more spiritual sometimes to some of us to say no than to say yes. Because in order for us to give, you need to know how to receive for yourself. Okay, very important. And we need to look at the Mars as well. When Mars right now entering, he right away will be under influence of Saturn as well. So we need to remember that too. So Saturn will make sure he will show us as well how we using our emotional intelligence, and why we cannot wait for the fuel of the drive just to appear from outside. This period of time will require from us to activate this energy within us, and to really show what is really to have alchemistry. The the esoteric person, the spiritual being, he knows how to use his own blood cells, his own low blood pressure, low blood pressure, high blood pressure, in order to balance between. You understand? Because we have to remember this period of time, we physically can suddenly see things, our body really require more attention. So don't wait, do not push your limits. Don't eat any artificial stuff. Don't eat too much sugar. Exercise. If you are planning to change your diet, I really, really recommend for you this period of time. You will feel better than you if you will continue with if perhaps you're not really keeping healthy lifestyle. You're going to feel you can really experience this period of time more. So we're going to go right now with the 12 signs. One thing I actually do want to give you guys tip. Understand how crop, sartan, cancer work. In nature, cancer do not walk straight. It's walk on the side. Why? because it's really he's suspicious. He doesn't, Cancer doesn't have the light of his own as a sign, right? The moon doesn't have light of his own, it's reflection of the sun. So the insecurity of Cancer comes from they really using the intuition. They kind of, okay, what my intuition telling me? Like they really want to be safe before they're gonna come or jump. So this is the actually good example for us and good tip for this period of time. Use your intuition, especially if you're growing spiritually. So it's mean every time when you're elevating yourself, you're elevating your intuition. Intuition is extremely important. It should be our second nature, especially in the time we enter right now. We already enter a different dimension. Everything's so intense, but in so reveal. Then with right intuition, you can direct yourself much better place than just using your head or other people advice. So I hope this can help you guys to understand this process. Okay, guys, so Mars and Cancer. We're going to start with the rising or moon. I do recommend for you check your moon first, because for this particular combination we have. And rising as well, because rising can show you a little bit more on your outside world, your ego, how you're going to behave at work and with your activities. And the moon sign can help you to understand your inside world. How can you understand your emotions better this period of time? Okay, so we're going to start with the Aries, dear Aries, rising or moon. For you guys, it's going to be in the fourth house. Now, guys, I just want to quickly mention, if you listen to all 12 signs, I forgot to mention before, definitely look if you have Mars in Aries as well, because the tips I'm going to give you for your health, it can help you as well, because it's your natural natal chart position. Okay, so so look at your moon, your rising, and as well if natal chart you have Mars in Aries. So because it's going to be in your fourth house, the fourth house it represent breast, chest, lungs, stomach, different inflammation, elbow joints, a heart in general, internal organs. So extremely important for you really, really to pay attention to your health. What you eat, how you eat. Don't eat too quick. Take a time. Make sure you chew enough. Make sure you drink enough liquid. Know when to drink. Do not drink right away after food. Try to drink always before, or depends on how heavy food you eat. Even sometimes you need to wait 1 hour and a half before you can drink again. Um, And because it's in your fourth house, it's going to affect your home. And fourth house is actually house of Cancer, right? And it's going to affect your home. It's going to affect your family, and potentially some conflicts can come, misunderstanding with your family. So definitely pay attention to that. It's most important, because our family is most important thing we came to actually to work with. And it's always easy to be nice and feel more accomplished spiritually with outsiders, but when it comes to our family it's always much more difficult in most cases. So definitely pay attention, and you will have a desire to clean your home, definitely do, but with reasonable, don't overdo, don't overwork. Okay, so I wish you good luck, guys. Next one, we have a Taurus. For you guys, we're talking about Taurus moon rising, or if you have a Taurus in your natal chart, right? Mars in Taurus. For you guys, it's in the third house. Third house, definitely you will feel then you want to do whatever projects you have in the marketing or outside world in the public. You're going to have a little bit more hard time. You're going to feel like you need to redo things. Don't forget as well, we have right now Mercury retrograde, and Mercury represents third house, right? House of Geminis. So definitely pay attention in your speech. Pay attention how you communicate with people, with your siblings as well. Very, very important. And this period of time, make sure you are not going to post anything on social media then you're going to regret. Better to restrict, pause, than after you will need to deal, so to say, with damage. Now on a physical level, the third house represents your ears, shoulders, arms, hands, right ear, nervous system. I'm going to come back to that. Patience issues, and definitely hands, right hand, right ear. I told you as well. Asthma, bronchitis, rheumatic pain in your shoulders possible. Definitely, I recommend to do yoga, breathing exercise because of the third house, right? And with regards to nervous system, for you guys, just do meditation, do more breathing exercise, go for a walk, being more in nature is going to help you as well. Because the third house can definitely will push you. You usually are a sign of patience, but when you're in the third house, sometimes you can easily lose your patience. Okay, so just pay attention to that, guys. Good luck to you. Gemini, for you guys, it's going to be in the second house. And on the physical level, second house, it's house of Taurus. You exchange energy with Taurus this time, and it's represent right eye, throat, neck, neck chakras in general, as well breathing, right? Not to be stubborn. Mouth, teeth, gums, uh, gullet as well. Neck chakras, as I said, extremely important. Digestive system for sure. Definitely pay attention for you. And why? Because the second house represent the eating habits as well, right? So it's your food. So definitely pay attention what you eat, what you drink. Less alcohol, definitely this period of time for you. And because of the second house, you will have urge to make some changes in decision with your financial situation, with your money, perhaps maybe to invest in something. Please pay attention. Just be careful because this period of time, even though you will have a desire, you will rely to other people's opinion, and Gemini loves to listen to other people's opinion, and eventually you can make some decisions you will regret. So until middle of the June, I recommend to wait. So and then Gemini, don't forget the Mars, Mercury retrograde. So your planet, your Lord, I wouldn't do anything right now, especially in the second house, okay? And some memories will come back from your childhood with that combination as well. So whatever you didn't make peace with, just definitely good opportunity to make peace. And always remember, guys, in general, in your natal chart, you represent your mind, your nervous system. So take care of yourself. Don't overdo, don't overthink, right? Always be careful what thought you allowed to enter inside of your mind, and be in control of your thoughts. I wish you all the best. Bye bye. Now, next one we have Cancer. For you guys, Cancerian, it's extremely important period of time because it's in your first house. So Cancer Moon rising, and as well if you have Mars in Cancer in your natal chart, very important. I will start with your body parts, what really you need to pay attention because it's about, first house, it's about self, longevity, vitality, really life themselves, make sure you will understand what is really important and what really does not worth to pay attention and neither to give energy. It's a total health, it's your appearance, by the way, how you look, your style, your energy, your head, headaches, it's really important. Everything, whatever you look at the face, in the head, whatever it's on the head, it's everything very important. Your scalp, the headaches, I said, your brain, everything. So because it's the first house, I recommend for you guys to take a mini vacation with even your normal environment. What I mean by that, don't overwork. Do something that you really love, that really make you happy. Perhaps you were thinking to come back to paint again or do something with your hands. Maybe some clothes was sitting in a closet and you wanted to redo, to resoil something, to redesign certain things. Do something with your hands because when Mars in the first house, I recommend to use your hands because hands directly represent our brain as well, our right and left brain, and they really help us to calm down. So definitely be careful the information you get in, what kind of emotions, other people emotions, don't let inside. Very important. It's all about you, Cancerian. and really appreciate who you are, because you gave the biggest heart of the whole universe. You taken up on your shoulders sometimes too much. So really learn more what is the giving, what is receiving, and what is the sharing. Because to give, many times it's not really sharing. We overgive to people, and people overwhelmed with that. I don't like to use word they hate you for it. It's not true. They just receive more than they can handle. So just really think about it before you speak, before you run to help. See if the person in front of you make his own effort first before you're gonna give yourself in front. Helping is extremely important. I'm not, God forbid, discourage people not to help, but I'm talking about it's all about balance. Definitely pay attention to your nervous system. And because for you, Cancer, um, in your own sign, you represent your gut feeling, your stomach, in your heart. Definitely exercise. Just go beyond your comfort zone. Pay attention what you eat, because this period of time, it is a possibility. You can feel then your body showing you things then you kind of neglected. Okay, so before they're going to show you, try to prevent, do before it's showing. Okay, I wish you good luck, Cancerian. Next one we have a Leo. Leo's, for you it's a 12 house, definitely 12 house. It's not easy for Leo. It's completely opposite of everything what we know about Leo. Is the house behind the scene, house of sleep, house of other countries, culture, traveling. I'm not saying you shouldn't travel, or, but this period of time it's better to stay low profile because a lot's going on. And for you, Leo, because on a physical level, it represents left eye, lymphatic system. By the way, it represents spine, feet, teeth. So for you, Leos, I wouldn't even recommend for you heavy exercise. Walking will be amazing. Why? Because 12 hours represent feet. And when you dance and walk, you're actually balancing your nervous system. And definitely this period of time, extremely important for you, Leo, to have a good sleep. Very, very important, because through the full good sleep, you're gonna rejuvenate your nervous system. And this is how it's going to be much easier for you. And the 12th house can help you with your intuition to understand your past lives. So for you, Leo, it can be a really good period of time if you know how to use it. Okay. So I wish you good luck, guys. Bye bye. Next one, we have a Virgos. Wow, Virgos, for you, it's 11th house. 11th house in general, it's the happy house, right? It's the house of, not just the high spirituality, a house to understand spirituality from other dimensions. For you, Virgo, it's going to be like next level of energy, because it's not something it's easy for you to use the Aquarius energy. Aquarius, it's about breaking the rules, commitment on different level. You about the commitment on more on 1% here on physical dimension, which is important. And Aquarius, they can't really commit too much. They're all about the inspiration, which has come sometimes last moment, and they own download they receive from Uranus, from Rahu, from Saturn, from I don't know even know how Aquarius making here in this dimension. It's such a people need to understand, to be Aquarius, it's require really really high level of spirituality. And you, Virgo, right now will have opportunity to experience what is to be spiritual out of box, right? And on a physical level, it's 11 house represent in our body calves, left ear, arms, and it represents circulation system, legs, teeth, and ankles. And ankles, because Aquarius, they maybe look flexible, but they're not really flexible. So Virgos, for you, it's going to be a period of time. Pay attention how walking extremely important. Pay attention on your circulation, your lymphatic system, and your joints. Very, very important for you. Okay. And if you didn't finish something, or you didn't show up on time somewhere, don't don't be too harsh on yourself, Virgos. It's okay. It's okay to be spontaneous. It's okay to go with the flow, because we need to understand the power of letting go. And it's so liberating. It's much more powerful than to be in control. So something really for you guys to to think about this period of time. Okay, good. And one thing too, don't forget your Lord, your planet Mercury retrograde right now, so it's a little bit extra hard for you with all this, Mars in Cancer. Therefore, now then you know, so just take a breaks. Don't overwork, but definitely try to walk and exercise and do yoga. It's gonna do really good to you. Okay, bye bye. Okay, Libras, for you guys, it's in the 10th house. For me, you guys, Libras and Aries, you're such a champs because the Ketu, in your case, Ketu right now until end of October, and his Ketu already giving you kind of lack of energy, lack of desire, done that, did that. Let's be more spiritual. Let's really not to be that practical. So for you, Libra, it's really to balance because the 10th house can help you to this period of time because it's the best position for Mars in 10th house, in the house of Capricorn. So what I do like about this position for you, you're probably one of the luckiest one from all 12 signs for this period of time. It can actually help you to feel more balance because you will feel drive, you will feel then you have a desire, but because you're already used to be with Keto, you will understand the how to balance between two because your sign of balance. You just need to be more assertive, more certain, more decision maker, right? And the 10th house can help you at your workplace to be the most balanced of any other person at your workplace or even at home. So definitely use this, guys. And on a physical level, the parts of your body, definitely pay attention to your knees and your pride. The 10th house as well. It's about pride and pay attention to your joints, bones. Very, very important. And because of that, make sure you have enough calcium because it definitely can help you this period of time. Be more on sun because sun, some people don't even aware the calcium we receive from sun, not just vitamin D. Our bones receive through the vitamin D, activate the calcium inside of our bones. So it's extremely important. So definitely, and if you guys listen to all of you, I'm big advocate not to use sunglasses. I'm gonna make separate video, God willing, Bezrat Hashem, about that. But just in a nutshell, just for you to tell you, when the industry creates sunglasses, it's one of the biggest criminal activities against humanity was created because by wearing glasses, especially when it's early sun, I'm not talking about if you're in tropics in 1 o'clock when the sun's so strong and you watch and look at the sun, definitely put glasses. But I'm talking about day to day. The sunglasses weaken your vision. It's not letting you receive vitamin D for your brain, for your mood to be more active. We're constantly receiving blue light from devices, but we're not receiving enough light from sun. When you wake up in the morning, when you're going for a walk, do not use your glasses. I have to tell you from my own personal experience. Sorry, Libra, I just you remind me right now. So for all 12 signs, I hope people watching this. When I stopped to wear my sunglasses, it was about 5 years ago when I took course from Dr. Mirkola about the damaging of sunglasses. I couldn't believe how weak my vision, my eyesight was. Like I couldn't walk without sunglasses, neither drive for a long time. Now I even forget what is sunglasses. I barely wear them. And I have to tell you, it's make a huge difference. So definitely, guys, for all of you, definitely go on the sun. Stop with these sunglasses. When you drive, start. If you feel like you're really addicted, you depend on sunglasses, at least start step by step not to use them. Okay? Okay, Libras, I wish you good luck, guys. And you will be fine. It's really good combination for you. Now for you, Scorpios, it's in ninth house. Ninth house in general, it's excellent house, but because Mars in Cancer, the ninth house, you will feel a little bit challenged about spirituality, about um, you know your vision. You're gonna feel then that the spirituality not really helping you. the way how you were, your expectation, and the people you can possible, you can even judge spiritual people. So it's going to be kind of even your own teacher perhaps. So just really, because of the nine house, it's by the way, it's house of speech as well. Make sure you really, really pay attention what comes from your mouth, because you Scorpio are such a straight shooters as well. You share this energy with Sagittarius, and this nine house is house of Sagittarius. You definitely will have a desire for traveling. I'm not saying you shouldn't travel, just be more extra cautious. Especially don't forget the Mercury retrograde right now. While you travel, if you're going to visit your family or people who you're close to, there's a possible conflict can come because of the combination I can see. Because I'm telling you, it's not necessary it's should come now, then you know it's gonna rain, you're gonna take umbrella with you. What it's mean for your case, umbrella, you're not gonna open your mouth, you're not gonna speak right away, speak up your mind. You'll remember that right now people are gonna receive this information much more intense. So if you really want to get best outcome from whatever you want to say to someone, just be patient, rethink, pay attention, make sure it's not come from a place of reactivity. Make sure it comes from place of total care, not just to prove your own point, to make a peace, right? It's really important. So with regards to your body, nine house, it represents hips, legs, thighs, and knees, joints, bones, your hair, by the way, and the back, not just spine, in general, the whatever we have, the joints and everything in our back. So definitely yoga is going to be so good for you, and walk. As soon you feel intense energy, you feel you don't have, you're lacking patience, just go out and go for a walk, go to nature. Like really, really, it's the best remedy for you, going to be like for everyone, really. Okay, so I wish you good luck, Scorpio. For you, Sagittarius, you get in house of Scorpio, and Scorpio get house of yours, nine. So for you, Sagittarius, it's eighth house. Now, on the physical level, eighth house represent the pelvis. It represents sexual organs, productive organs, colon system, venereal diseases. Prostate gland. So, and just whatever you're gonna have, whatever connect to sexuality, really pay attention. If you're not married this period of time, it is really, really possible, because it is such a high level of inflammation cosmically with all the combinations. If you're going to have any sexual relationship with people who you barely know, or you're trying through the sex to make a peace, it's the wrong thing to do. So for you, Sagittarius, this is like energy of Scorpio. It's going to be a little bit intense for you. Eighth house is the most mystical house. It's house of transformation. It's house of other people, money, and you potentially you expecting maybe something, and it's going to be a little bit pause on outcome financial for you. Um, I do recommend to study simple things. Don't go too deep and too mystical. See how with the simple wisdom you can really, it can make you happy. I really recommend for you, Sagittarius, with this eighth house. Like, come back to your essence. If you've been in spirituality for a while, just come back what really excites you initially about spirituality. What simplicity you forgot about spirituality, not to complicate things, right? Because this transition can really help you to understand how many things would represent for you. What really sexuality represent for you? What really nourishment represent for you? What is really love? This eighth house is house about your ancestral lineages as well. So it's the house of Mars. So it's going to be a good learning experience for you. So definitely use this wisely, Sagittarius. Okay, wish you all the best. For you guys, Capricorn, it's in the seventh house. It's a seventh house. It's going to be the most challenging position with regards to relationship, because it's Cancer. You're going to feel more, maybe more emotional, more you can feel more hurt sometimes because people used to it in Capricorn more tough, more practical, and Capricorn actually very sensitive people. They just really learn how not to show, and now this seventh house can activate can trigger you with communication with certain people, which is usually you have patience, and suddenly you feel you're really lacking patience. So really, really pay attention. Anything connect to communication at your workplace, it's all relationship, at home relationship, relationship with your pets, relationship with yourself. This is the good time to fast with your wording, like really to pay attention and even try to practice to be more soft when you speak with people. It can really help you. It's gonna backfire if you're not gonna apply the tools of spirituality and add a little bit softness of good side of Cancer. It's really gonna backfire on you. So I just want to prepare you, and just for you, just really remember my words, like really, really send a lot of love to people who you want to communicate to, those ones, especially when you're gonna feel you have miscommunication and hard time on the physical level. Because of this seven house, it represent as well, it represent private parts too, it represent production organs too, it represent glands, low back, renal system, adrenaline, kidney. Okay, and kidney as well. And remember, kidney, like a liver, really, really react when we're upset and angry, because this is number one thing which is trigger them through the lymphatic system. Pay attention what you eat, breathe, and don't worry to be perfect. Don't worry if you're not really finishing something. Then the most important this period of time to learn to be happy for no reason. This is really bottom line for you, Capricorns. Okay, so I wish you good luck, guys. Bye bye. Now for you, Aquarius, it's going to be in the sixth house. Now for you, Aquarius, sixth house, you exchange with Virgos. You remember when I said to Virgos, for Virgo, it's not easy to be in the house of Aquarius, and for a house of Aquarius, not easy to be in Virgo. But interesting enough, this is one of the positive combination. Why? Because it's going to teach you how to be uh, more detail oriented, how to really finish what you start, and how to pay attention to details, Aquarius. Please pay attention what I'm telling you right now. You actually, after this transit, you can have such a big realization and success with the group of people you surround yourself because of this transit. This transit can show then your leadership. It's not just to excite people and activate, it's actually bottom line at work, at routine. And when leader showing, then he's a good in a small job in routine, people trust these people even more because we all can speak and give amazing speeches and to get people exciting. But when it comes time to build and to create and to be consistent and patient, this is when real things happening. So this is going to be really, really good for you guys to pay attention. And sixth house represent a digestive system, kidney, a large, large intensive colon system, uterus, and anus. So because I do recommend for you guys, do not eat at night, evening, like after 7, literally don't even drink water because of your digestive system of the kidney and intensives, in colon, in uterus, you can feel more pressure. You're going to wake up many times at night. So really, really to have a good sleep, and you do need good sleep with sixth house. Definitely don't eat at night. Pay attention what you eat, breathing exercise, because this is your natural meditation, definitely. And be consistent. Write it down what you plan for a day. You don't plan over plan, but whatever you plan, make sure you finish what you start. Then you're gonna really benefit from this house, the sixth house. Okay, I wish you good luck, guys. And Pisces for you guys is gonna be in the fifth house. Now, fifth house, the house of creativity, the house of children, house of different talents. And Pisces have many talents. Actually, I love when Pisces get fifth house. They're using the intuition and the art abilities. The fifth house is amazing, but because it's Mars in Cancer, you're gonna feel then you don't have enough inspiration. So because of that, have a good book, read a book because you have amazing imagination. Through the book, you can have better movie by reading book Pisces than actually watch movies. It can provide you much more with your imagination. Make sure you go into nature. Make sure you communicate with your kids with patience. And if something is not going the way you want, don't complain. Teach your children, then complain is the last thing they need to learn from their parents. Be strong. And with your communication, be more artistic, like I said, even when you cook. By the way, for Pisces, when you guys cook, it's really make you happy. So maybe you wanted to learn some new dishes. So maybe put in your write it down in your calendar at least 3 times a week to create some new dish. It's going to really elevate your mood too. Meditation extremely important, and because your natural house, it's your feet and your spine. Make sure you do your yoga. Make sure you walk. And if you want to have any conversation, definitely take your partner for a walk. Now, another thing I want to mention about fifth house, because it's represent body vitality in general. uh, Body vitality depends on our mood many times, but again, for you guys as well, you came to this world because of the 12th house to learn how to be happy for no reason, and always to come back to the connect to the bigger picture. So this fifth house, it's this position can help you. Definitely pay attention to what you eat, because Pisces, you in general, you have sensitive stomach. So through because of the nervous system as well, right? Because our nervous system directly connect to our stomach. So this is why it's important for you to get excited, to get the excitement from simple things, from small things. Okay, guys. So I think it's about it. I just want to wish all of us good luck, guys, and we all work in progress. So we all came to this dimension to reconnect with ourselves through different struggles, which is eventually it's not look like struggles, it's look like opportunities. And this is how really eventually we need to see everything what comes toward us as another opportunity to use the power of creator within us. Okay, I wish you good luck and many blessings. Bye bye.